Well, I'm over here in front of the fire truck, but that's not the purpose of this video. So the purpose of this video is to let you know I did get the Vortec 350 block back from the machine shop. I took it there and they were able to clean it. I just told them, you know, whatever it cleans up at. And it cleaned up at 20 thousandths. And well, they said they don't bore to 10 thousandths. And I said, okay, that's fine. And so it cleaned up at 20 thousandths. In retrospect, I probably should have had them bore it to 30 thousandths just because the piston selection for 20 thousandths is not as good as what you can find at 30 thousandths, but I did find some pistons. And so that's kind of going to be the purpose of this video, is let's go talk about the parts that I've gotten so far. All right, so I figure before we start doing any kind of assembly, we'll go over what we've got so far for parts. And for the heads, we've got GM LS6, GM Performance LS6 valve springs. These are new takeoffs. Somebody went with the, somebody bought a set of cylinder heads and upgraded the springs, but these springs will work great for us. These are beehive springs. We're going to pair those with the Camshaft 787-16 retainers. That'll allow us to run these beehive springs and run more lift on the Vortec heads without doing any machine work. So there's that. Let's go over here. We've got Molly rings. These are Engine Tech. Gasket set, full gasket set. This is a Vortec gasket set. And then since we're not going to be running that plastic timing cover, I bought a timing cover seal. What we've got here on that same note is a new timing cover. This is a steel one. Hopefully it ends up being good enough quality. This is a Pioneer. It seems fairly thick, so hopefully we don't have any issues with leaks or anything. It doesn't seem too flimsy. Figured it was probably better quality than like some of the chrome ones. Over here we've got a Melling oil pump drive. This is an upgrade over the one with the plastic retainer or whatever. So it should work well. That same note, I ordered a oil pump. It's not in yet. It's kind of a long story on that. I'll fill you in once it comes in. We've got cam bearings. I think these are rod bearings, and then our main bearings, and then a timing cover gasket. Over here, we've got a comp cams roller timing set. We've got a comp cams there's the numbers on it. This should pair well with the Vortec heads. And then we've got this is an Excel brand new Hti Distributor. And the reason I went with that was we were gonna have to change the drive gear, and I think I paid $30 for this. $34.99 I think was the price on eBay. I don't know if they're trying to clear these things out. It shipped from Holly. It was listed as a open boxed or damaged box, but the only damage to the box is this little box cutter mark. So I'm not sure if they're just trying to clear these out or what, but I mean, you go try to buy this somewhere else, it's over $100. So I got this, probably cheaper than you can get some of the China ones. It does not come with the coil, but other than that, it's complete. It's got the gear that you can run a roller camshaft with. So, I mean, I can't rebuild or put a gear on the other one for the price of that. So it just worked out really good. So that's what we've got so far for parts. That will at least get us started. The only things I really got left, I think I'm going to buy a new fuel pump push rod. And I haven't decided yet if we're going to get a bronze tipped one. According to this camshaft, if you're running a stock fuel pump, you can use the stock fuel pump rod, but anything else, you know, high flow or high performance fuel pump, you've got to run a bronze tip or some other soft tip or roller push rod. And I don't really, there's just a lot of bad reviews on those with them, the tips mushrooming out, and then you get the fuel pump rod stuck in the engine. So I don't really know. I'm kind of conflicted there. The original camshaft that was in this, of course, was a roller camshaft, and the fuel pump cam lobe is wiped out on it. And I don't know if they were running I'll show y'all real quick. I don't know if they were running a high volume fuel pump or whatever, and that's what knocked it out, or if it's just not a good camshaft or what. But there it is. You can see it wiped it out, and it definitely was just the stock fuel pump run. You can see the end of it. Doesn't look that great. And I could flip this around and run it backwards, I guess, but we'll buy a new one. I just don't know what kind yet. So we're gonna clean up our lifters. We're not putting new lifters in it. I think these will be fine. So we'll clean these up real good. Run them. Oh, one other thing, I almost forgot. We've got our stock rods with our new pistons pressed on. There's the number if you're curious. H815 DCP, and these are 20 thousandths. So that's what I went with. But should work out well. Like I said, we've just got a few things left on our list. I just placed another order for transmission stuff. So as I'm gonna pull the engine and trans together, since the pump's leaking back so bad, I went ahead and just bit the bullet. I had two other pumps here. I was gonna try to see which one was the best and run the best one, but looking around on eBay, I found a brand new, or a rebuilt pump, machined, new gear, just completely redone, and it was, I think, $90, or anyway, with shipping and tax and everything, it was like $130. And for peace of mind and a new pump, it definitely was worth it. So that's what we're going to go with, and slap it all back together, and hopefully it won't leak back at all. And then the ordered a shift kit for it. While we have it torn down, we'll put a shift kit in it. So that's pretty much it for the transmission. We'll throw all that in it, pull the pan, put the shift kit in it, pull the pump, replace the pump, slap it all back together, and run it. Left for the engine, like I said, I've got a fuel or a oil pump that needs to be ordered, and I'm sure there's gonna be miscellaneous stuff I realize I'm missing. Real quick, well, I'll tell you about the oil pump. So I ordered this Ultra Power. I think I got this from RockAuto, if I remember right. I ordered it a while back. It was the same part number as a Melling, if I remember right. And so I was under the impression that it was probably just a repackaged Melling. I don't think that's the case. The casting on this thing looks really rough, and so I'm gonna go ahead and order a Melling, and we'll compare them. But I have not done that yet. I didn't like, it just looks really rough. And I may get the Melling in and it may look exactly the same, but I just have the feeling I should not have cheaped out or tried to cheap out on the oil pump. So we'll get a Melling, and see, look in there. That doesn't look good to me. So it's probably not worth my effort to ship this thing back by the time I pay for shipping. So I'll probably just have this one. But I'm gonna order a Melling, and I'll update y'all on how it looks. But that was the reason I ordered an oil pump. When I ordered the rest of the parts, this is what I ordered. When it came in, I wasn't happy with it, so I need to go back and order a Melling.